Okay, I'm briefly going to go through wall cogs. It's a progression from seated cogs. Helps the wall, like the floor, helps you stay on axis as you do your movements. Gives your brain feedback about whether you're rotating. It stops the rotation and helps you find the movement in a derotated position. So very useful. So just quickly find a wall. Should be 4 in your house. Notice with your heels, you can move your heels about an inch away from the wall. They do not have to be slammed right into the wall. So give your legs a little bit of space and then hands against the wall so that we can actually feel, again, we can flood our brain with sensory input, and we want to find the back of our head in contact with the wall, and we're just going to start with our pelvis. Always start with the pelvis, getting it wriggling. You'll feel almost like your coccyx lifts up the wall in a forward tilt, and then it tucks under and goes down on the wall in a backward tilt. Once you feel you can get some degree of pelvic motion, then go for that ripple effect right up the spine. It's the same pattern. As our pelvis tucks under, our rib cage depresses, our skull looks up. As our pelvis rolls forward, our rib cage lifts and our chin drops. We try and connect the breath. Exhale. Inhale. Got the idea? Now you might notice when you start to tuck your pelvis under, your knees shoot forward, and then when you tilt they lock back. If you can play with tucking under against the wall, and when you tuck you feel your knees are bent, then I would encourage you to see if you can slowly start to straighten them and still hold the tuck. It's a very different feel, but we're trying to feel straight knees with a tucked pelvis. It might take a while, but you'll definitely feel a stretching through the front of your hip flexors, quads, if you try and connect that backward tilt with knee extension. Okay? Have a play. I wasn't going to give you 3 in week 3, but there's still so much I need to teach that I want the next few weeks to be all about our feet. And so the more spinal mobility you have accessible to you will mean as we progress that you have more options available to you. I think that's all I was going to say. There was something about the feet and I can't remember, so it doesn't matter. Just continue to play all different combinations. Don't be restricted by what I set for you. Also just be tuned in and noticing if I go this way, if I go this way, if I go off axis and I do this movement, what happens? The questioning and the playing is where the real expansion of our motor cortex happens. So yeah, keep going. You're doing really well.